5:03.
Okay, I make a motion, we start the meeting.
I second it.
All right. Well, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Aye.
All right, ayes have it. We'll open the meeting, call to order with the reading of the OPMA statement. On January 25th, 2023, notice of this meeting was placed on the official Bellmawr Redevelopment Agency website and emailed to both the Carrier Post and Gloucester City News newspapers for publication. The official notice to Borough Clerk was emailed on January 25th, 2023, which included a request for posting of the notice to the official Borough Bellmawr website and bulletin board. All requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. Brings us to the flag salute.
I pledge
Pledge
allegiance
allegiance to the flag
to the flag
of the United States of
United
America
States of
America,
America,
and to the republic
and
for
to the republic for
stands
which it stands,
one nation,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty
with
and
liberty and
justice
and
for all.
justice for all.
All right, brings us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
present.
Commissioner Ray Bider,
Here.
Commissioner Jim D'Angelo, Commissioner Capados, Commissioner Whitman,
Here.
Commissioner Patel,
Here.
Commissioner Simpson.
Here,
All right, thank you, gentlemen. So standard meeting agenda for this evening. Start with the reading of the minutes from the reorganization meeting on January 24th, 2023.
Make a motion, we do accept the minutes.
All right, I have
A
a
second.
motion. Jeff, was that you?
yes, sir.
A second. All right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Communications redevelopers report. As I said, we had just received that a little after 4, and I had emailed that out to everyone after the main email. It's also added to the slide deck, so you'll see it here. Traffic engineers report, that's a quarterly report, and he plans on submitting that for the March meeting. Commissioner reports, if anybody has anything, please say it now.
I got a report. Mike, you want here? I asked Mike to write a letter to the DOT in behalf of the road next to our project. And Mike wrote the letter, but I don't want to say I did it over your heads, but I figured they were supposed to have a meeting on Monday and get the letter in. Also, the county wrote a letter. The senator and the 2 assembly people wrote a letter. Mayor and council wrote a letter, all in favor of the road. So the problem, the guy that was supposed to attend the meeting with Charles, he has rushed to the hospital. He has cancer. So they canceled the meeting for another day, but it's going to be redone. But all the letters were in. I want to apologize to everybody. I wanted to make sure Mike got the letter in. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Is there anybody else before I move on to the executive director's report? No, all right. Continuing with the financial reporting, budget 2023. We'll look to do final adoption next month. For this month on the agenda is the narrative to LFB, which was not included last month. So we'll have to do that tonight, and we'll have that all set and expect adoption for next month upon the state's review, which will happen. I'll send them everything this week after this meeting. Audit 2021, continuing culling the documents and the files, get them over to Bowman, and we'll look to a March or April for certification and presentation of that. Professional services, as everyone knows, the first round we did not receive a submission for planner, general planner, so we had to send out or release a new RFP. Those submittals were due last Friday, and we've received 2 submissions, which there's a resolution on the agenda this evening to appoint them. The environmental insurance, if Mike, I don't want to cut Mike's legs out, but if he's going to cover this, but we've held a webco to finalize the process, dot all the I's, cross all the T's in terms of getting everything ready for the policy submittal of the policy application. this doesn't execute anything other than just submitting the application, and everything will be ready once it finishes legal review and the redeveloper provides the funding for it. Are there any questions for me before I turn it over to Mr. McKenna? All right, Mike.
Well, Josh and Mayor, thanks, but there's not much else to talk about since the two principal activities that we had this month, other than this incremental type progress towards the closing, would have been the review of the environmental policy. It is a substantially enhanced policy according to our broker, but nevertheless, as part of my due diligence, I'm sending it over to the environmental specialists we've engaged just to make sure there's no holes or other endorsements that sometimes take away that which is given. The old expression, the large print giveth and the small print taketh away. We're going to make sure that you all have good coverage with no gaping loopholes. I felt comfortable doing the DOT letter because I know how you all feel with respect to the existing safety pattern out there and the economic benefits of the project. We didn't spend any money, simply to reaffirm for maybe the 10th time our support of expediting and completing the connector road. So we're all good there. And other than that, folks, we're just pushing towards getting this transaction ready for submission to the agency and the council for approval and green lighting to go ahead to closing. We're not there yet, but we're working towards it. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Mike. Any questions for Mike before we move into new business?
Hey, Mike, thanks for sending out the letter. I appreciate it.
No worries. My pleasure.
All right, that brings us to new business. All the items this evening will be a roll call. So we'll start with the first item on the agenda, which is resolution number 02:021-23, authorizing narrative on annual budget introduction 2023 to the local finance board.
I make a motion.
I second it, Josh.
All right, I have the chairman on the motion and I have Anil on the second. All in favor, or I'm sorry, so it's roll call. Brings us to Chairman Philpeck,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. All in favor, thank you. Resolution number 02:022-23, appointing professional service contractor for general planner. We had received two submissions, one from Remington and Vernick Engineers and one from Turek Consulting.
I like to put a name of Turek Associates. He knows a lot about the project.
All right, are there any other nominations?
Need a second.
So, yeah, I was getting to that. Need a second,
I second it, Josh.
and that was you, Anil?
Yes, Josh.
Sorry, I didn't hear. Okay. All right, any other nominations? Last call. All right, brings us to a roll call for Turek Consulting, Chairman Philpeck,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson.
Yes.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Last final item on the agenda, resolution number 02:023-23, authorizing payment of outstanding bills.
I make the motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bider.
I second it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Simpson. This brings us to a roll call. Chairman Philpeck,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson.
Yes.
All right, that concludes new business. Thank you, gentlemen. Brings us to the public portion. I do believe I see a few people on the line this evening, so I will allow few seconds for you to unmute your lines if you would wish to speak.
Mr. Traeger, if you could, while we wait, could you acknowledge that my presence, yours, and as well as Mr. McNulty's? I don't think we took professional roll call.
My apologies. Yeah, so Executive Director Josh Tregear, I am here. Solicitor McKenna
Here.
and our engineer Dennis McNulty.
Present.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for that, Mike. All right, last call for public portion. All right, we'll close that. That brings us to a meeting adjournment.
I make a motion to adjourn, Josh.
I think I got a Neil on the motion.
Second.
Second, I think that was you, Jeff, right?
Yep.
All right. Starting to get the voices down again.
Yeah.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right, meeting's adjourned. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice evening.
See you guys.
You too.
All right,
Thanks, folks.
see everybody
Have a
on
good night.
Tuesday, the 21st.